Well, welcome back everyone to another KSB episode. Today we'll be rescuing our dipshit freaking kerballs from Dunna because I screwed up last time and they're stuck there. Um, I kind of maybe thought of, building a whole new basically capsule and stuff like that, rescue them from their current pod and such. But then I decided to go with something, maybe. How about I just dock with them? Wouldn't that be easier? I just dock with the ship and I can just drag it with me instead of building a whole another vehicle. Much easier. Just add a docking port to a capsule and something. Done. So yeah. Then I decided to use nuclear engines again because they're efficient and that I really need it, like especially with like long trips like these. I think it's definitely worth doing nuclear because even the low thrust to weight ratio, like just the efficiency and how far I can get with them, really comes in handy. Uh, you know, this time actually designing a proper kind of spacecraft. Preparing to come in for landing and such. Because I might, take this back into, or like back, back to Kerbin. I might land with this. I might not. The only flaw I think I had with this design was not putting a shield on top of the cargo container, and that blowing up, because everything else was fine. But we all make mistakes in some way. So yeah, here's me kind of thinking on how I will do the bottom part for the most part. Maybe doing doing the old ship, or maybe like doing the new ship, like building a whole different ship basically at that point. I don't know why there's this much footage of me just sitting here. Forgot to probably cut this out. Let's there we go. We're good, All right. Sorry for that. So yeah, here's so yeah, I'm thinking of like what to do for a second stage. Do a poodle engine, big tank. I could do a liquid engine, but it's basically the same amount of speed as the poodle engine. So I was like, why not? Even though the thrust to ratio might be a bit off, it's whatever. Yeah, just the big, nice, big solid fuel, a few side boosters, and just making sure I can stage everything nice quickly, and then I'm off. Well, with a few fins, such. Yeah, launching off, kind of moving through. I was like, you know what? More rockets needed. Because I kind of got to this point. I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work out in terms of delta V. It's like back, you know, from 4 to 6, stronger second stage. You know, all right, let's do this. So then boost off, just tipping. There goes boosters. Take off the boosters. I didn't realize, uh, actually until a little bit later, that the the main like solid solid rocket like this, yeah, solid rocket and the liquid rocket were activating at the same time. That's why you have the heating. I didn't realize that. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, deploying everything, getting into orbit, and then warping around the sun. Making sure the two kind of craft in Duna's skies don't collide. Yeah, and you know here's me going basically. Yeah, definitely a much easier Dunna kind of encounter. Still, no use of the, because I didn't have the better kind of rocket still. So yeah, I couldn't do like targeting. So like I had to do basically everything manually, which kind of sucks. It's really slow and stuff like that. But I kind of overshot Duna a little bit, so I just fixed that up really quickly and just warped there because I didn't have any science to do or anything. So just a quick warp there. And perfect. So I basically just kind of first circularized around Duna just to make it easier to kind of rendezvous. Didn't have to use much Delta V, but slowing down, kind of adjusting my position and such. So basically got into Duna's orbit. So then I had to kind of figure out how to actually rendezvous with the craft, because I had to actually uh you know get with the same path as it. I realized I was kind of rendezvousing with the wrong craft. I was rendezvousing with the you know with the, what is it called, with the satellite instead of my actual craft. Luckily, I got a little bit of a boost from Ike because thankfully I got a intersect with Ike, and that helped me kind of move towards the craft more in a sense. Got really close here, like about I think the closest I was like 600 meters. So yeah, basically flipped my orbit and such, and then adjusted it a bit more. So what I realized I did wrong was yeah, this little bit of maneuvering, I couldn't really do it. I had to kind of like very tightly do it because I was out of I didn't have any control, right? But with the boost that I did, it actually put me out of Duna's orbit for some reason. I was now out. I don't know why or how that happened. So that was unfortunate. So then I basically reverted back to before Ike. So then I basically did the Ike burn again. Slowed down to, the point I wouldn't, leave Duna's sphere of influence. Relined it up. Then realized I couldn't do the burn because, I didn't. I mean, I could, but I was like very close due to the limited probe control, because you can still control the probe, but you can only full throttle and like full stop and stuff like that. I tried getting signal using the satellite and positioning it, and it wasn't working. So yeah, basically had to wait a whole another year in game just to get a connection, which was kind of funky still because it was like barely strong enough, but it allowed me to do the burns I needed and maneuver. So yeah, basically maneuvered with the craft, I guess you could say, you could call it, or whatever you want to call it, whatever and stuff. So yeah, just uh, you know, uh, move that around, play with it a little bit. Got pretty close, but still was a bit far out. So yeah, basically slowed down and such. Realized I was gonna go into Duna's atmosphere, so kind of had to speed up there a little bit. Then kind of moved to target, and I was like perfectly aligned at that point, so I just had to wait for a kind of intersection and such. Got really close. Kind of moved around with the kind of. I needed to slow down to actually get an intersection. Did that. Got pretty close. So then I kind of warped there, and started. Well, I was adjusting to see how close I could get. Warped there, then yeah, started the burn. Realized I kind of messed up, and should go a little bit earlier so I can actually rendezvous. Slowed down, which was pretty great. So yeah, basically this was like my first time actually rendezvousing like ever. So like it was pretty awesome. Because I never really had to rendezvous. I kind of just did it in like single kind of style missions. So like sing just like one kind of rocket ish, you could say, style missions. So yeah, I had to send out my engineer to attach the docking port to the to my to the lander because I didn't have it on. So had to quickly do that. Realized I kind of overshot. Slowed down so I wouldn't drift too far away. Realized it was really finicky for some reason controlling the kerballs. I don't know why, but eventually got there. Put the docker on, and then yeah, basically docked. So yeah, it was just use the Laos lazy method to dock because it is quite lazy and it's quite easy to do. So yeah, sped up a little bit. It was a little bit tricky because I didn't have target on the probe, so I had to somewhat do it manually, which was kind of tricky, but I eventually got there and such. So yeah, slowly approached the craft, making sure I wasn't going too quick because I didn't want to break it and such, but had to eventually get there. Yeah, just checking the map and such. Sped it up a little bit because it was taking quite a bit too long for me, but I wanted to speed up too much just in case I actually accidentally missed it. And then yeah, it was basically on final approach and then docked. Well, bounced a little bit because I misaligned a little bit, but thank God for magnets in KSB. So yeah, there we go. And then started rescued the parachute because this mission cost me quite a bit, and why not? I could use it, just in case something goes wrong, or I can attach it to an end. But I decided to just throw it in because there was really no place to attach it. So yeah, then from here basically just boosted off out of Dunna, warped. Ooh, I got stuffy nose. Realized because I was using, I don't know why I did this, because I was using the lander, I was controlling from the lander, everything was upside down, so rendezvousing, so like prograde was actually retrograde, and retrograde was actually prograde in terms of the maneuvering, which was weird. I don't know why I kind of did that, but eventually I did get to Kerbin, slowed down a lot. It was quite a lengthy burn, but it's only a few seconds here. Slowed down, got an encounter, got a screenshot for the thumbnail, and then basically warped all the way there. I was gonna go. Just I was at this point. I was like, whatever, you know, just fully go in, slow. You know, tried taking the most of the second stage with me. Uh, didn't work out, so I tried slowing down, seeing if that would work. That still didn't. You know, tried spinning as well, but that also didn't. I actually got less this time than last time because last time I had still the panels, but this time like solar panels, but this time I didn't. Also, the shoots didn't fully deploy because I still had it on the Dunna kind of settings, but you know, still got there in the end. A safe landing and plop, perfect. So yeah, that was the mission. Yeah, that took quite a bit. It was like 4 hours to Duna and back because I also had to send a rescue mission. So yeah, that was fun. God, that took so long. And I gained, you know, recovering the vessel. I gained so much science and so much funds from it. It was great. But you know, uh, still could unlock more parts, which would have helped me. But you know, oh well, I guess. So yeah, that's basically the end of the episode. Um, thank you all for watching. Of course, this was all live streamed on my Twitch. Um, leave a like if you liked the video, and thank you for watching. Bye!